We've all heard about inequality. We've all talked about inequality in our lives and in the larger world. As a person growing up in the United States, in the rural portions of the United States, I often was confronted with different concepts of inequality and what different people thought it would mean and how it would apply to the larger society. As I became older and more educated, I began to explore the concept of inequality and to truly understand what it meant and how it does apply itself in the world in which we live. In this course, we're going to study that concept and explain inequality in the modern world. We're going to take a look at how inequality is applied across the global spectrum in different areas of the world, but more importantly, we're going to explain to you how the concept of inequality should be applied, should be viewed, and understood in today's world. Inequality is a concept that people talk about very often, but few people understand. In this course, we're going to take you through the concept of inequality, what inequality means, how it comes into existence, how it applies in the larger universe, not just in terms of society, but in terms of the universe as a whole, and what equality really means. And we're going to talk to you specifically about difference versus diversity as it applies to inequality, two concepts that we often apply when we talk about inequality and how they should be applied. We're going to review of systems development. We're going to talk a little bit about that and some of the other courses that are related to this. We're going to talk about how foundation systems apply in this concept, how steering systems will apply, and how they are applicable to the concept of inequality and to modern society as a whole. We're going to give you just a short review because these are reviewed in other courses in total, and you can look at in more detail in those courses. Then we're going to give you an explanation by region of how inequality is applied through some of the steering forces that we've talked about in the class on banter, which is another class which is I've offered, and you can review. You can see these steering order systems in great detail. And then we're going to give you a brief conclusion and wrap up of the course. But as always, before we begin the course, we want to introduce the instructor for the course. Hello, that's my smiling countenance there. My name is Arthur Jackson. I am an electrical engineer, having a bachelor's of science in electrical engineering. I worked in a number of projects, specialty projects, from design of control centers and complex control applications on and offshore. I am also an attorney who has practiced cases in law representing plaintiffs across the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the Gulf Coast to the Canadian border. I have also been a college chair. I chaired schools in colleges in criminal justice as well as electronics technology. And I have been a college dean, a campus dean for at least for a while before my retirement, and taught a number of courses at the undergraduate and graduate level all the way up to the PhD level. I am also currently the CEO of Arthur Jackson CTC. That is a company that I created a few years ago to teach health and safety training to companies and individuals throughout the United States. I currently have contracts not only with Udemy University, where we have a number of classes and over 12,000 students who have gone through those classes, but I also provide training in Washington State for Washington State employees throughout the state of Washington, as well as for a number of other companies. So I'm going to be your instructor for this course, and we hope that you will enjoy this course and that you will find the information in the course useful and beneficial to you. Now, without further ado, we're going to move forward with the course.